When my parents said, "Your sister's dreams are our dreams, not yours," I quietly launched my first company. 6 months later, when they came asking for a job, I smiled and said, "Go look for your dreams where you buried my trust." When my parents said, "Your sister's dreams are our dreams, not yours," everything changed after that moment. I was sitting across the kitchen table, the same place where we used to do homework as kids, where Mom ordered pizza on Friday nights, and where Dad grumbled about national politics over his morning coffee. But that afternoon, only one truth sat on that table. I was never their first priority, and maybe I never had been. Mom said that sentence the way someone reads a line on a bill. Ordinary, emotionless. "Your sister's dreams are our dreams, not yours." Dad just nodded as if there was nothing to explain. As if my existence, my hopes, and my 6 years of struggle meant nothing at all. It felt like someone slid a burning coil between my ribs. A cut you can't see but feel bleeding inside. I said nothing. For the first time, I truly said nothing. Walking to my car, I felt the entire city, Portland, where I had spent 10 years, turn unfamiliar. Sitting inside my old 2009 Honda Civic, I couldn't even start the engine. My hands rested on the steering wheel as one thought kept circling. If I didn't change something now, I would spend the rest of my life being told that my place was behind my sister. That night, for the first time, I Googled how to register an LLC in Oregon. My revenge began with a business decision, one I didn't even fully understand at the time. I dug into my savings, the $3,200 I had been collecting as an emergency fund. I drove Uber for 3 months, worked my part-time office job from 6 in the morning to noon, and spent evenings in coffee shops building a business plan. No mentor, no support, just a fire inside me that refused to die down. I quietly named my company Northline Design and Consulting. I would build brand identity and social presence for small local businesses. Simple work. Just enough to pay my bills and maybe create a future that belonged entirely to me. I told no one. Not my friends, not my sister, not my parents. 6 months later, I landed my first major contract. A local furniture store offering a full year of work. For the first time, I felt life take me seriously, even if just a little. Then the day came when my sister announced on the family group chat that she had lost her job. She'd been working at a startup in Seattle and the company had shut down. The next day, Dad called me, his tone unusually soft. "We need to talk to you, sweetheart." I knew exactly what that softness meant. The following evening, I went to their house. Mom opened the door with surprise on her face, as if I were a guest and not her daughter. Everyone sat around the dining table and the air felt heavy. Dad cleared his throat. "Your sister, she's going through a hard time. She's applying for new jobs, but until then." Mom cut in, "We were thinking, maybe you could take her into your company for a little while? A few months, just until she settles." That moment. I have seen many expressions in my life, but what I saw on my parents' faces right then was pure need. These were the same people who had told me a year ago, "Your sister's dreams are our dreams." I looked at my sister. Her eyes held hope but also shame. She had always tried to stay out of the tension between my parents and me. Two voices fought inside me, one insisting I had grown beyond bitterness, that I could be kinder now. The other quiet but firm, born from the moment Mom had calmly erased my worth at that kitchen table. I took a breath. "Which job are you talking about?" Mom replied proudly, "The CEO assistant position." "You're the CEO of your company, aren't you?" I nodded. "Yes, I am." They stared at me, waiting, hope hanging by a thread. Calmly, I said, "I can't hire her." The silence on the table shattered like glass. Mom rushed in. "Why?" "She's family." I kept a gentle smile, a soft expression over a decision solid as stone. "Because the position is filled. I hired someone last month, and honestly, I only hire people who supported my growth." Dad frowned. "What do you mean?" "We." I placed my hand on the table, slow but firm. "You said her dreams were your dreams, not mine. So please, support your dreams. My company was built on mine. And I hire only where my trust wasn't buried." Mom's face drained of color, as if someone had pulled the air right out of her. Dad dropped his gaze. My sister blinked hard, fighting tears. I stood up, grabbed my purse, and as I walked to the door, I said only this: "Go look for your dreams, where you buried my trust." Closing the door behind me, there was no rush of victory in my heart. No triumphant smile. Just a quiet stillness, something like claiming space for myself for the first time. Later that night, I sat alone in my office, surrounded by the soft hum of computers and the faint scent of old coffee. The fire of revenge had cooled, leaving behind something like peace. I realized I hadn't built my company to defeat them. I had built it to prove something, to myself. Maybe that was the real revenge. The next day my sister texted me. "I get it. No hard feelings. I'll figure it out." I replied, "I know you will. Not all miracles in life are grand. Sometimes the real miracle is simply looking at your wounds, acknowledging them, and still telling yourself that you can stand, despite everything." And I am standing. For the first time, on my own terms. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful emotional narratives. Your support helps bring these real, relatable journeys to life. Thank you for watching and being part of this community. Stay connected for more inspiring stories of strength, struggle, and self-worth.